Hi, my name is Nana and welcome to my channel, A Puzzling Lamb. Today is finally the day where I review the brand Penny Puzzle, and the puzzle I'm doing in this video is this one called Home of Hamlet. So this is a beautiful illustration of the city Helsingør, which is the home of Hamlet. You have Kronborg Castle right there, and you even have Hamlet there in front of the castle. So I have been to Helsingør, I believe 4 times now, and the main reason that I visit Helsingør is because that is where Puslespilsbutikken is, Denmark's only puzzle store. And I've talked about Puslespilsbutikken before, so as you may know, Puslespilsbutikken is owned by Bettina, who is also the owner of Penny Puzzle. And in fact, here you can see Puslespilsbutikken. There's a sign there that says Puslespil, jigsaw puzzles. So I really love this image, but of course this is not the only penny puzzle I have. So let's start by taking a look at my collection. So until recently, Penny Puzzle only made these cute little mini 150-piece puzzles. And I actually have all of them now. I am not going to show you each and every one of them, so I'll just put up some pictures of them all. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of them. It just keeps going and going here. Now, I really like these mini puzzles, and they come in these really cute little boxes here. The last one's here. So now I can show you the collection that Penny Puzzle started to make of 500 and 1,000 piece puzzles. So the first one here is called Christmas Night, and I showed you all of these puzzles in, I believe, my November haul, part 1. So I'm just going to quickly go over them. But oh yeah, and I have to mention, or I want to be transparent here, that all of these 500 and 1,000 piece puzzles I did get for free by Bettina. But I promise you that it will not affect my review. I will never lie to you. I will always be honest with my opinions. But yes, this one, Christmas Night, 500 pieces. And also, now that I have a 500-piece puzzle here, I just want to mention the size of the boxes. So as you can see, if I can, I don't know, can I get them in frame here? The 1,000-piece and the 500-piece boxes are the same size. And the pieces are exactly the same. It's not like the 500-piece. The pieces in the 500-piece puzzles are bigger. They are the same. So I like the size of the box for the 1,000-piece puzzles. It could technically be a bit smaller, but it's in no way ridiculously big, and you do get a nice size image on the front here, and again without the box being ridiculously big. But obviously that means that since the 500-piece puzzles are the same size box, they could definitely be smaller. But again, this is not the biggest box I've ever seen for a 500-piece puzzle. And even though it does take up a bit more room, it does make it nice and easy to store the puzzle together if you have more of them. So, a slight negative here, I'm not too mad about it. But let's get back to my collection. This one, Christmas Night, 500 pieces. And then this one, number 2, Mosaic Studio, 1,000-piece puzzle. Beautiful. Looking forward to it. Also kind of dreading it. Bettina says it's not as difficult as it looks, but yeah, at least it's really beautiful. Another 1,000-piece puzzle. This one of Nyhavn in Copenhagen. Beautiful colors. Love it. Then we have this one, 500-piece Santa Lucia, and I have already put this together. I did that in, I can't remember, November or December. Really loved it. Beautiful image. I did make a post on Instagram with this puzzle if you want to see some more pictures of it. And the last one, number 6, that I have also done is this 1000-piece puzzle, Christmas Ballet. Also, you can find more pictures on my Instagram of this one. Oh, and also an interesting thing about this puzzle is that here she actually used an image that she had already used on one of her mini puzzles. So I think that's really cute that you can get a 1000-piece and a 150-piece puzzle with the same image. And I really love that she made this image into a 1000-piece puzzle, because as you can see, it's just so filled with details that you see a lot more when it's 1000 pieces. So that was my entire collection of penny puzzles, and now let's get to the review. The first thing I notice when looking at the box, and the first thing I love, is the fact that the image covers the entire box and that there's nothing covering it up. This makes it really easy to reference the image, the box, while doing the puzzle. And also I just really like the design of it. I like that you could actually just display the box on a shelf like this and have the image displayed without needing to frame the finished puzzle. Now looking at the sides, they are also a really nice simplistic design. On the short sides, you just have the number that the puzzle is in the collection and the name of the puzzle. The same thing on the other side. And on the longer sides, there's a bit more information. You have the brand name, the name of the puzzle, number of pieces, finished size of the puzzle, and again, the name of the puzzle. Once again, the same on the other side. I really like the simplistic design of this. It's very pretty and very effective. And also the color on the side of the box is, as you saw when I showed you my collection, different from each puzzle, and it matches the image perfectly. Now taking a look at the back of the box, we have even more information. We have a smaller version of the image. We have again some information, the number of pieces, size of the puzzle, and it says that there's a poster inside. And then you have in both Danish and English a little extra information about the image. So here, I can put it up here so you can pause if you want to read, but it just talks a little bit about the city of Helsingør. And then here with the image, you also have the Instagram of the artist. And I actually really like that it's the Instagram name of the artist, because sometimes when I just have the name of an artist, it can actually still be quite difficult to find them on Instagram. So this really makes it easy to find the artist and see more of their work. And also here, it talks a little bit about the puzzle store that Bettina has, and it says, "Thank you for supporting our small business." So I really like the amount of information on the box, and I really like the simple design of it. Also, the box is really sturdy and a good quality, and it has a nice matte smooth finish, so there is absolutely no glare from the box. Now let's open it up, and you can see that there's no plastic wrap. It's just closed with these stickers, and I have opened it. I think I opened it right when I got the puzzles because I wanted to take a look at the image, at the pieces. So here we have the bag with the pieces. This is a single-use plastic bag. Again, I have opened it a while ago. And then you can see we have a nice poster here, a little bit smaller than the box, but it's nice that it fits inside the box without having to be folded, so you get none of those creases, and you can actually also use this to hang. And even though the poster is smaller than the image on the box, I really think it's nice having a poster. When I do it myself, I can prop the box up, and then I can have the poster to look at more closely without having to constantly grab the box. But also if you are two putting together the puzzle, you have an image each. But let's take a look at these pieces. Oh, and also the poster, the same lovely matte finish and a nice thick quality. So let's see here. So again, the first thing here, the pieces are the same nice matte smooth surface as the box. It's, I don't know if you'd call it velvet. I think it's definitely velvety, if you can say it like that, but it is a lovely smooth texture. Also, what I noticed right away is that there are a lot of different, all the different piece shape types are here. It's not just the 2 in, 2 out, and also no paper backing. And I really do not love paper backings. There are a few brands who've managed to do it where I almost don't notice it, but I do really prefer there to be no paper backing. Now the colors and the image quality, it looks nice and crisp, doesn't look pixelated. Now the colors, actually first let's just compare, because I have sometimes had it where the image on the box and if there have been a poster, the colors haven't been the same. But I think here it looks like the box and the poster is the same colors. And then let's just take a look at the pieces and the box and poster. And it also really looks to be the same color. I really can't tell a difference. The pieces also seems very sturdy. I would say this is a standard thickness, but they feel very sturdy and just really nice to touch. I really love these pieces. And also, I very quickly noticed that, but Bettina has also told me that these pieces are the same pieces as the brand Trevel, the French brand, I believe, Trevel. So if you have tried those puzzles, and if you love those puzzles, you will love this. I really like this quality. Now, strategy. I think, as most times, I will sort out the edge, and I don't know, perhaps I will sort out this section up here, the water, the sky. I think that's pretty obvious, those pieces. But other than that, I think I'll just turn over all the pieces and I'll just end up rummaging through the box, finding one texture, color at a time. I think a lot of these houses are actually pretty distinct from each other. At first glance, all these roofs, red roofs, that's difficult for me to say, do look a lot alike, but I think that all the houses, other than the roofs, are pretty distinct. So when those are put together, the street, I think it'll be pretty easy to do the roofs. But again, not a lot of sorting. As you may have noticed by now, if you've watched other of my videos, I am not a big fan of doing a full sort. Mostly it's just the edge. Also because if I try to sort too much while sorting the edge, I end up missing edge pieces in my experience. So a lot of the time I actually only sort out the edge pieces, even though there are other obvious sections to sort. But I'm really looking forward to this. I can see there are a few pieces that are still together, but it's not because they're not cut together, not cut all the way through, so they are easy to take apart. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I know I'm going to enjoy this because, as I'm sure I mentioned in my intro, I have done 2 of these puzzles before. So I know I'm going to love the quality And this image I actually think is, if not the favorite, my favorite from this collection, one of them. So I've really been looking forward to putting this together. here is my progress so far, and I am in love with this puzzle. First of all, the quality. The pieces are just so nice to touch. The feel of them is just amazing, and the fit is beautiful. I have had not a single false fit so far, and they lock together really well. You can see here, it's so easy to move sections around, but it still feels like it'll be easy to take apart without damaging the pieces. So as you can see, so far I have done the sky and the water, and I really love in this image that even though there are not much of sky and water, there are still plenty of color difference, lines, clouds, so it has really been easy. Now I have done a little bit more sorting, and first you can see here I have sorted out. This is pieces that are all mostly the roofs, and I actually think this will probably be the last pieces I put in, the last sections, but I thought it was just good to get them out of the way, have them sorted. Then I also sorted out, this is all pieces that have these cobblestones, is that what you call it? So these were very easy to recognize and pull out. But the next thing I'm going to do is this pile, which is everything I believe to be Kronborg Castle and the surrounding areas here. The light grass here was also pretty easy to pull out. So I think that will be the next section I do. And then these streets, coupled streets. And then I have the rest of the puzzles here. And I don't think it'll be too difficult. There are definitely some pieces I recognize immediately. All those blue is this part, and the different houses. There's some yellow houses, some red houses. Oh, I can see this piece, I believe, goes there. Let's see, that's Hamlet. So it goes here somewhere. Yeah, so I don't think this will be very difficult. I have spent not quite 1.5 hours so far, and that is with the sorting and everything. I actually remembered to start the timer this time. But yeah, I'm having fun, and I will check back in with you later. Just a quick update. As you can see, the only thing left now are all the roof pieces. So far, the most difficult part has definitely been the trees, but when I say most difficult part, it was still pretty easy. All the branches here, they're different colors, and that really helped. I don't know how long all of these roof pieces will take. I have spent about 3 hours and 15 minutes or so far. But yes, let's finish up this puzzle. I'm still really enjoying the quality, and I'm really having fun, and I'm sure I will also enjoy the rest of this puzzle. I absolutely love everything about this puzzle. First of all, the image is just so beautiful and so filled with details. There were not a single boring part of this puzzle. In all, it took me about 3 hours and 50 minutes, which I believe is quite fast for a 1,000-piece puzzle. And in the end, the roof section took me about 35 minutes, so it really wasn't difficult at all. I actually expected that I would have to sort the pieces by shape, but there were really no need for it. It was a really clever detail that all of the roofs were slightly different colors. Now for the quality, I cannot complain. I love that there's no paper backing. I love the matte finish of the pieces. I love the way the pieces fit together. It is so satisfying to put in a piece and they lock together beautifully, so it's really easy to move sections around and you can easily do a pickup challenge. But still, it's also easy to take apart without the pieces getting damaged. And also remember that this review is in many ways also a review of the brand Trevelle, because the pieces are exactly the same. I have my Trevelle puzzles here. So yeah, keep that in mind, that these puzzles are just nice of a quality. Now one thing I also really love is the poster and the size of the poster. And I know that a lot of people would perhaps prefer a larger poster, and there can also be some images where it would perhaps be nice with a bigger poster. But it was really nice to use this poster. I am not a fan of huge posters, those full-sized posters. I can't use them for anything. There's nowhere to put them. And this is perhaps a little hard to explain, but I feel like even if I manage to prop it up in front of me, the fact that it's so big that I can't see the entire image at once, I have to really search around, it actually makes it harder for me. But this poster, first of all, I had a lovely sized image on the box, which I had propped up, and then this poster, there were no creases. I could just easily have it in my hand or move it around the table, and it's a nice thick quality. So as you can see, if I can remember to get it in frame here, it's easy to just hold in your hand, have it up close without having to grab the box all the time. Love this size, but please tell me in the comments, what size poster do you prefer? Because I'm sure we don't all agree on this point. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention in my review was the amount of puzzle dust. And I think I forgot because just generally I don't really notice puzzle dust. It doesn't really bother me. But I would say that there were the normal standard amount for a 1,000-piece puzzle. There were some puzzle dust, but it was also not even close to the amount that there in the Augsburger puzzle. So yeah, normal amount, but again, I'm perhaps not the right person to ask about puzzle dust. Now, the last thing I need to mention is the price. So the price of these puzzles, it's the same whether it's a 1,000-piece puzzle or 500-piece puzzle, and the price is 250 kroner, Danish kroner, which I know don't mean a lot to a lot of you, but it's about the same amount as an Ebu puzzle. So it's at the high end when it comes to prices for puzzles. It's not the most expensive puzzles out there, and I really think they are worth the price. It's actually the same price as Trevelle puzzles, and I actually also believe that these Cavallini & Co., that's also often the price for those. So it is what I would call a high-end puzzle, but also, I don't know, the price could be different depending on where you live. But I am not mad about the price. I know I got these for free, but I would definitely spend that on these puzzles. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.